Right now, without telling a single soul, you have a number in your head. It is the amount of money you think you should have by now. And almost everyone carries a quiet little fear that they are behind their friends, behind their parents at the same age, behind where they are supposed to be. Here is the strange truth. Most people who feel rich are actually broke, and a lot of people who feel broke are quietly doing better than they think. The number that tells the real story is not your salary, it is your net worth. And by the end of this video, you are going to know exactly where you really stand. My name is the Hidden Rich Guy, and today I am going to show you what net worth actually is, what the real numbers look like at every age, why the average is a lie that makes you feel behind, and the simple moves that jump you up the ladder faster than a raise ever could. Let me start with the thing almost nobody understands, even people who earn a lot. Your net worth is not how much you make. It is what you would have left if you sold everything you own and paid off everything you owe. Everything you own, your savings, your investments, your home, your car, that is your assets. Everything you owe, your loans, your credit cards, your mortgage, that is your liabilities. Net worth is simply one minus the other. Assets minus debts. That is the whole formula. And here is why that matters so much. You can earn $200,000 a year and have a net worth of almost zero because you spend it all and owe a fortune on cars and cards. And you can earn $50,000 a year and quietly build a net worth of several hundred thousand because you keep what you earn and put it to work. Income is the river. Net worth is the lake. And nobody gets rich from a river they let run straight back out. They get rich from the lake they manage to fill. So let me show you the real numbers. Stay with me, because the gap between what feels normal and what is actually normal is going to surprise you. Let us walk through it by age. And I want you to notice something as we go. The numbers are going to feel low. That is the point. In your 20s, the typical American has a net worth somewhere around a few $1,000s. Many people in their 20s actually have a negative net worth because of student loans and car debt. Read that again. Normal for a 20-something is to owe more than you own. So if you are in your 20s with a little saved and no crushing debt, you are already ahead of most. You are not behind. You just thought you were because the internet showed you the one person your age with a sports car. In your 30s, the typical net worth climbs to somewhere in the range of tens of thousands of dollars, not hundreds of thousands. Tens. The median net worth for Americans in their mid-30s is far lower than most people guess, often well under $50,000. So that quiet fear you have, that everyone your age has it figured out and a fat investment account, it is mostly false. Most of them are closer to the edge than they will ever admit. By your 40s, the typical net worth rises into the low six figures for many households. But here's the catch. A huge chunk of that is locked in home equity, money trapped inside a house they cannot spend. So even the people who look like they are doing well are often house rich and cash poor, one emergency away from trouble. And here is the twist that reframes the whole thing. The average net worth and the typical net worth are two completely different numbers. And the gap between them is one of the most important things you will ever understand about money. Here is why. Imagine 10 people in a room. 9 of them have a net worth of $50,000. The 10th person is a billionaire. Now, calculate the average. The average net worth of that room is over $100 million per person. But that number is a lie. 9 out of 10 people in that room are nowhere near it. The one billionaire dragged the average into outer space. That is exactly how net worth statistics work in real life. When you hear that the average American household is worth over $1 million, that number is being inflated by a tiny handful of ultra-rich people at the very top. The number that describes a real, normal person is the median, the person standing right in the middle. And the median is dramatically lower than the average. So every time the news tells you the average net worth and you feel poor, remember, they are comparing you to a room with a billionaire in it. Of course you feel behind. The measurement was rigged to make almost everyone feel behind. So stop measuring yourself against the average. It is a fun house mirror. Measure yourself against the median, and suddenly you will realize you are doing far better, or at least far more normally than you ever believed. Okay, now you know where you stand. Let me show you how to climb, because knowing the numbers is useless if you do not move. Here are the moves that raise your net worth faster than chasing a bigger paycheck. Rule number 1, attack your liabilities, because killing debt is instant net worth. Remember the formula. Net worth is assets minus debts. So every dollar of high-interest debt you wipe out raises your net worth by $1, guaranteed instantly with zero risk. Paying off a credit card at 20% is the safest 20% return you will ever get. Before you chase fancy investments, kill the expensive debt. That is the fastest, surest jump up the ladder. Rule number 2, turn income into assets, not stuff. Most people get a raise and buy a nicer car, a bigger apartment, more things. Things are not assets. A car loses value every year. The wealthy take new income and convert it into things that grow. Investments, index funds, ownership. The rule is brutally simple. When your money comes in, send as much of it as you can into things that make more money, and as little as possible into things that just sit there and rot. Rule number 3, make your assets invisible and automatic. The reason most people never build net worth is that the money never gets a chance to pile up. It flows in and flows right back out. So automate it. Set up an automatic transfer the day your paycheck lands, straight into investments before you can touch it. What you do not see, you do not spend. This one trick, paying your future self first and automatically, builds more net worth over a lifetime than almost any clever investment strategy. Rule number 4, be patient, because net worth grows slowly, then explosively. This is the part people quit right before it pays off. For years, your net worth creeps up slowly and it feels pointless. But because of compounding, the growth is not a straight line. It is a curve that bends upward. The first $100,000 is the hardest and slowest. After that, your money starts making serious money on its own, and the line goes nearly vertical. The people who win are simply the ones who did not quit during the slow, boring part at the beginning. So let me bring it all the way home. Your net worth is the real scoreboard. Not your salary, not your car, not the lifestyle your neighbor is quietly going into debt to fake. And the truth is, you are almost certainly not as far behind as you have been led to feel, because the number they keep measuring you against was inflated by billionaires to make you feel small. Measure against the median, kill your debt, turn income into assets, automate it, and stay in the game through the slow part. Do that, and you will not just catch up. You will quietly pass nearly everyone around you, while they are still busy looking rich. The hidden rich never look the richest. They just have the biggest lake. I am the hidden rich guy. If this opened your eyes, like this video so others can find it, subscribe for more hidden financial truths, and tell me in the comments, which of these 4 rules are you going to tackle first? I will see you in the next one.